Hello everyone and welcome back to Neverwinter Nights. Now, we are going back to the Beggar's Nest, but we are not going via the teleporter, because we're going to go into the place, the catacombs, from a different way. And also, something I completely forgot is we need to go back to the Peninsula District. Because I was reviewing, I thought to myself, wondering, did I do that? And then I went back and I reviewed the footage, and no, I didn't do it. So we're gonna go nab that real fast. What level are we? We're close to level up, that'll be the last bit. For the companions. We are, yeah, that right there. Chest, difficulty class 30. We never opened this chest. This bastard chest that we can open now. That's what I fucking thought. Oh, and it was a good test as well. We opened both of these. So now we're gonna, leave and go to... It still sounds like bad things are happening here. I hear destruction in the background, but the peninsula should be taken care of. Whatever. We'll leave. And we'll head right across the street to the Beggar's Nest, which is down in here. And we should not be in Beggar's Nest for long. We really don't have that much left. We have very little left of the Beggar's Nest. I think. If memory serves, we have very little left of the Beggar's Nest. So we'll just burn right through it. Maybe we'll even move on to the next area this episode. I don't know. So last time we went in through the warehouse and we got that half. This time we're gonna go in through the strange building and get that other half. Because they both have stuff, they both have experience to get, and they both dump you in the same place. And I am a completionist. That's the whole thing about the channel, is that I 100% complete games. Although technically if I wanted to 100% complete this game, I would have had to play magic class, dual classed into druid. A wall of force blocks the way as an ethereal voice begins to speak. Only those who follow the serpent may enter. Do you bear the proper sign? I do follow the serpent. I see you carry the symbol. Welcome, human one, follower of the scale. All praise to our new matron. All praise to Gulnan. The estate in the northwest of the Beggar's Nest is home to a snake cult, worshippers of some reptilian creature. It is not yet clear what they might have to do with the undead infestation, and they do not seem willing to offer explanations. They attack intruders on sight. The creature's name is Gulnan, but where it found the power to infiltrate the group is unknown. This is very snaky, so I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's probably oh, shit.
Taste the pain.
And say it's probably the fucking Yonti that we lost. Since the Yontis are reptilian snake people with a penchant for necromancy. Bye, cultists. Really? No remains? Ooh, Dalen got fucked up. Like, abnormally fucked up. But there are enemies nearby, so cannot rest. I don't like this door. I think it might be trapped. It's not trapped. We're fine.
Feel my sting.
Taste
Oh, I can see that there's a guy in there. That's great. Two people die at the exact same time. Oh, my goodness, there is a ritual or something going on over here. Oh my god.
I will destroy all this great power!
Everyone's shouting all at once. Abandon the spell, the outsider's tainted. Oh, this isn't good. There are outsiders present. The incantation is soiled. The magic is tainted. Golden Serpent will not be fully controlled. Okay. Well, there's an imp we gotta deal with right now. Thank you, Dalen. I appreciate your swift, retribution. We're gonna get this cabinet. We're gonna save before we click on that cabinet. It's not trapped. We're fine. We're alright. There are some remains. Okay. I clicked on the remains. Come on. Give me. Thank you. Thank you. There's a few remains over here as well. I mean, I would like to rest. So, can we rest? No, because there's enemies in this room. There was the trap. There it was.
I will not be
Just
defeated.
two? Fucking bye. Anything else in this room aside from this desk? Does not appear so. A gargoyle skull and 4 gold. Alright. Rest? Great. Dalen got really fucked up earlier, but he seems alright now. He must have had a potion and I didn't notice him take it. So onward to this room over here. And I seem to recall it being a nasty room, so we're going to save. It is a nasty room.
Be defeated.
Very difficult, yep. You bastard. Oh, never mind. Dalen is tearing through him. We are tearing through him. Oh, you healing bastard. My barbarian that I'm playing with Tommy as my henchman just... Wow, look at that cleavage. Just, got fucking wrecked by that guy. Can't identify that. It's too good. Spear. Necklace. I can't see. I'm stuck in this corner. There we go. Unlock the desk. $10 gold. Excellent. Ooh, in service to Gulnan. This journal tells of the changes that the cult went through once this creature named Gulnan was captured. It mostly deals with how the Cyric loyalists were ousted, allowing for the writer to move swiftly up the ranks. Excerpt. Things are very different now, though they might not appear as such from the outside. We still follow blindly, and a number of us are still slain for no reason. But I finally believe a potent entity is acting as through our master. Gulnan seems surprised at her own power, but her desire for conquest has erased any questions from her mind. I welcome her intensity, and her strong use of the focus. Jared was more interested in lining his pockets than causing true havoc. Well, I bet Jared is dead now. Oh, that is a nice chest. That is not locked. It is definitely trapped. While we wait to find it. The estate in the northwest of the Beggar's Nest house is a cult of snake worshippers. They used to follow Cyric, but a Yuan-ti, called Gulnan, converted them by force. She disposed of the old leader and has been killing any members of the cult that do not accept her as ruler. She has created the infestation of undead using a necromantic focus that the former leader Jared created, but nobody seems to know how she got powerful enough to use it or defeat him. Is this really not trapped? We're gonna save and then click it. Are you serious? Oh, well, that just doesn't make any sense. Hey, look, we're back here. Beetles on one side, cultists on the other. Oh, no, there's beetles on this side, too. I am not worried about them. The beetles, I don't know how much health they have, but I've never not killed them in one hit. And they're all just dropping fire beetle belly. Except for you, who's dropping money. These three are all fire beetle belly, so I don't really want to pick them up. Ooh, a corpse. Ooh, a tower shield. Ooh, I'm very close to being out of carry weight. That's what, oh fuck. I forgot that there are traps about.
Your
Yeah.
blood shall
Taste
spill.
my
Don't run through
fury.
it! You bastard.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dalen, it is up to you. It is up to you, boy. Thank you, Dalen. You ran through a trap and you very nearly killed me. 2 of 44. You fucking asshole. Why are there enemies nearby? Oh, good. I just had to walk 2 steps into the room. We're fine. We're fine. Dalen almost killed me. You all saw it. He tried to murder me. It wasn't very nice. I'm alright now, though. I just had to sit on the floor for 20 seconds. I'm alright. Oh, shit. I paused it. Open that door. Off in the distance, you hear the sound of a door opening. Great. Oh, fire beetles. I'm remarkably unconcerned by this. How do I miss? Alright, now we're gonna be wary this time, and we are gonna just inch our ways forward. I don't trust anything about this place. And
Taste my savage
Alright,
fury.
never mind, we're just charging in. That's great. Now, even though we're barely injured, we definitely need to rest again, because the room is a nasty one. I don't think I've ever made it through this room without having to teleport away to heal, because I'm going to fucking die. Ooh, good. That'll be useful when I'm dying. Ooh, these can probably combine into one stack. Yes, they can. Aha! You thought I couldn't find you, but I will find you. I will always find you. Alright. Save game and accept my fate. There you are. Only challenging should be impossible. This challenging fight is harder than some of the impossible ones. Though not true dire creatures, these spiders are nevertheless fearsome to behold, and appear to act with more cunning than their common cousins. Bring it, bitch!
Blood shall spill.
Oh my god. Yep, great start. Great start. Oh my god.
Yeah.
The problem with this thing is that it has knockdown. So it can knock you down and you can't do anything.
Taste my savage fury.
I guess I'm just absorbing damage right now while Dalen... Okay, he's injured. We'll save.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Dalen. Let's save again after that, and let's take some more potions. Take 4, because it's probably gonna hit me again before I'm done. Never mind. Remove those. Ooh, badly wounded. Let's save again. This might be the first time I've ever done this without me or Dalen or both dying. Shit.
The rage of the red tiger.
No death. Save.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it hits me so hard! Alright, that was my last Cure Light wounds. Put that there, and move it down the line. Oh! The poison did not get me. I have played this game through, all the way, with so many characters, so many classes, so many times, for something like 10 years. I'm just pounding that rest button. Oh, there we go. See, game came out in 2001 or 2002, so 15 years I've played this game. I've never gotten that fight without fleeing. I've never done it. You just saw history. Oh, we already got these. But I have to double check because I have the memory of a goldfish. Take that. Ooh, take that. I'm stuck. God damn it. Get it. Grab it. Loot the fucking cocoon. Thank you. Hardest 2 gold I've ever gotten. Alright, we're gonna save that chest. Ooh, shit. I very almost stepped on that. Oh shit, zombies! Zombies who have just mauled to death a corpse. Zombies!
The rage of the red tiger unleashed!
Oh, there's shadows as well. Just that weird fucking shadow. Hey, Shadow.
Feel my sting.
Oh, there's 2 of them. Great. He figured it out. Oh, Dalen got one. Let's move these 2. Oh, is the fight over? I was not paying attention to it. Anything? Nope. Alright, we also need to move this stuff so that that can go there. Oh, I was hoping that that would take me all the way around. Alas, I was wrong. We're both uninjured, but we are both missing 1 health each. I'm not going to bother resting for the full 20 seconds. Just for 1 health. There's literally nothing in that chest. There's probably something in that chest, and it's probably trapped. It's most definitely trapped. These trapezoidal chests that are unlocked are always trapped. Except when they're not. Ooh, Ring of Insight. What does that do? Lore +5. Get on my finger. Wand of Lesser Summoning. Did we have anything else that couldn't be identified? No. We did not. To the Great Graveyard!
Rage of the red tiger
Oh, it's night.
unleashed!
Oh, zombies.
Feel my sting.
The rage of the red tiger unleashed!
We're just gonna be fighting these zombies for a while as they fall in from literally everywhere. Oh, great. Excellent, I get to read.
For the Oath Guards! Yeah.
many! Oh my god, there's so many. They just keep coming.
For the Oath Guards!
Alright, I'm just gonna fill in the map, and if anything else wants to fight me, then they're welcome to come and crash my party. We are both very uninjured. Anything left alive? Does not appear so. Well, unalive. Undead. They're zombies. Alright, well, I'm just filled in the map, and there's nothing left alive here. What is our class? We are 3 rogue, 2 fighter, so we're getting another level of fighter. And fighter gets us discipline, 1 heal, and 2 lore. That's what we've been doing. Yes. We get another great cleave! Prerequisite, 13 strength, which we have, power attack, check, cleave, check, BAB of 4+4 or higher. Oh man, it's been a long time since I've had to think about BABs. I play 5th edition now. Specifics, as cleave, except there is no limit to the number of additional attacks that one character can make after killing one opponent. So that thing that I've been doing of attacking someone else, I just get to go in a circle killing everything. In places like those beetles, those beetles are fucked. Alright. Let's go talk to people. Yes, let's do that now. Also, we should sell things because,
Welcome back. You have done a great thing in recovering the first of the reagents for us. It is but one small step towards our ultimate goal, but it gives me hope. And I know with your help, Neverwinter shall yet be saved.
I'm gonna sell things to you now. Oh, I can't sell this item. It's not ready to be sold. It needs to be a stack of 99. So we'll hang on to it. We might find more. I'm sure they don't weigh anything. What does it weigh? 0.5. Not a problem. Right, to the trade of blades. Where I can lose my voice talking to everybody yet again.
I hoped that you would return, so I waited here.
Yep, that's great.
Hey there, dear. What can I do
Ooh,
for
yes,
you?
level up, please. The goddess has blessed me with more spells and skills. Give me a moment to rest and I will be more capable than ever of assisting you. Basically when they get improvements to their armor.
Hey there,
Shit.
dear. What?
I want to talk for a while. I love chatting with you, but do you think we should focus on your mission right now? Tell me more about your story. I guess I should be glad to share my daunting task with a friend. We are both adventurers. If I trust you with my life, I should trust you with my troubles. I'm sorry I was so overcome with despair, but you see, I have found the silver chalice of Moonbow once already. I found it in a small town called Lork. But then, oh, Violet Niam, I lost it again. How in the name of all that is holy did you lose it again? As I said, I found the chalice in the merchant town of Lork. The thief, a halfling, Tommy tried to sell it to a Zent merchant, and when the halfling tried to charge him 500 gold, the Zent claimed the religious artifact as a tribute to Bane. The halfling thief protested, but the mayor of the town is a Zent as well. Next thing the halfling knew, he was arrested for the murder of an old woman who had spit in the face of a Zent soldier the day before. Obviously, he never committed the crime. It never fails to shock me what people are capable of when people are capable of such injustice. How did you find all this out? I found out what happened when I showed up in the town and saw a mob of people about to hang him. Everyone was laughing and telling the story to anyone who would listen. They actually thought that such injustice was funny. Even the bloody merchant was there for the hanging, and he was drinking from the sacred chalice. That's a Zent for you. Yes, so I have discovered. They already had the rope around the halfling's neck when I heard the whole story. I didn't know what to do, but I had to stop it. I ran forward to the crowd, yelling for them to stop, but I tripped and fell in the mud. I looked up and saw the face of a kindly grandmother. I reached for her hand, and she kicked me right in the teeth. That's horrible. The mob turned into a giant brawl, with fists and laughter flying everywhere. I crawled out of the crowd and I fled town, weeping as I ran. I made it to the forest and collapsed in the bushes off the road. As I lay there weeping, I heard a twig snap. I spun around, and standing there behind me was the halfling. He winked at me and tossed me the chalice, which he held in his hand. I cried out that I had to have it back. Toasted me with the chalice, which he had in his hand. I cried out that I had to have it back, but he just laughed and disappeared into the wood. I never saw him again. Don't worry, Lino. I'll help you find the chalice. Thank you, sweet Violet. That is a kind answer from a good friend. I know I shall probably never find the chalice again, Violet, but I shall not give up. I must return it to my people to restore my honor. If I find it, I'll let you know. Thank you, dear Violet. But don't let my concerns interfere with your duty to Arabeth. My problem was self-inflicted. Curing the plague is more important. Lena finished her tale, mentioning that she had hoped to find the sacred chalice of Moonbow somewhere during her journey. Perhaps we will come across it.
I suspected you'd...
Alright, yep.
Yes?
Level up.
Yes? Is this...
I want you to continue your story. You want to hear the rest of my tale about my ill-fated affair, do you? I suppose there's no harm in it. I should have run off with Danon, or turned him aside completely. I did neither, as I was unwilling to disobey my mother. Instead, I seduced Lord Farthington as she wished, and loved my bard in secret. Danon was kind to me. He enthralled me with his music, and I adored him. Lord Farthington, on the other hand, was merely lustful and possessive, and my mother was overjoyed. This couldn't have gone on long. No, it's true. These things are bound to come to a bad end, of course. I wish I had known that. As the date of my marriage to Lord Farthington grew closer, he began to suspect that something was amiss. I spent far too much time away from him and in Danon's arms. It was all my mother could do to convince him that I was true to his love, and it was she who finally discovered me in the arms of my bard. An unpleasant scene, I would bet. To say the least. My mother was horrified beyond belief and sent the guards chasing after Danon. He escaped, thankfully, and I was undeterred. Mother turned on me then and forbade me to see Danon ever again. I was to marry Lord Farthington, and that was all there was to it. I refused at first. I loved Danon, and nothing else mattered. So she begged me. That proud woman got on her knees with tears in her eyes and begged me not to abandon her to poverty. I could do as I was expected, save my mother and marry a man whom I did not love, or I could run off into the unknown with Danon. You chose Danon? I struggled with the decision, for I had never had to make up my own mind. But the thought of that dreary life with Lord Farthington frightened me so. I chose Danon. Lord Farthington was outraged. He tried to have Danon and me executed, and we were forced to flee with not a copper between us. My mother was crushed. She was turned out from noble society as she feared, and lost everything to repay my stepfather's debt. What did you do then? I fled from Neverwinter with Danon, and we traveled far, and he taught me how to become a bard in my own right. I did not return home for many years. Until recently, in fact. It was an odd feeling to discover that Lord Farthington had lost his own fortune years ago, and both he and his household were now dead from the plague. That was the fate that had awaited me. And my mother, I have only been to see her once since my return. She still lives. She has lived all these years as a poor seamstress, it seems, bitter and blaming me for the poor luck which had befallen her. We said little to each other, as she ordered me out of her leaky cottage. I did find out one thing, however. She's dying. She suffers from bone rot, a disease which would require the attention of several clerics for a month to heal normally. With the plague, however, no one can help her, though I have tried in vain to find one who can. Is there nothing that can be done? I know of only one sure cure for bone rot. An extract from a flower that is said to only be grown on the fabled cliffs of Mount Celestia. Sharwin completed her tale, mentioning that her mother still lives in Neverwinter. Her mother, however, has contracted a serious disease known as bone rot, and Sharwin hopes to find the cure for the disease somewhere in the city. Finding such a potion would be difficult, and I have no doubt. It is my hope to find one, however, and save my mother's life. I do not owe her, really, but I would like to do this one thing for her now. Celestial elixir? Elixir smells sweet, similar to honeysuckle. Is this the potion you're talking about? It is, indeed. How you came across something that can only be made on another plane, however. Well, I won't question it. Thank you, Violet. I'll have this sent to Mother as soon as possible. You've made me feel much better. Here, take this. It is a belt that belonged to Dan and that I saved. I want you to have it. Hopefully it will serve you well. Thank you, Sharwin. I am not very used to the kindness of others, Violet. I will not forget this. Let us just proceed with your mission now. Sharwin was pleased to receive the cure for her mother's disease and gave you a magic item in return. Note, this item may be upgradable in the future. What does the belt do? Because I don't remember. Belt of the Performer. Charisma, Perform, Persuade. Alright. We don't have a belt, so we'll wear that.
I have been waiting for you.
Yep.
Is there something you...
Level up! Oh, my skills improved somewhat. Give me a few seconds to be ready and I shall show you my new skills.
Is there something you need?
Let's talk for a while. Continue your story. Oh, henchman. That was what lit up. I told you earlier this was a matter for those of my order, Violet. But you have proven yourself to be an agent of the Silent Lord. Death follows you wherever you go. I have not been completely honest with you about my reasons for coming to Neverwinter, Violet. I came here in search of someone. Who? Her name is Alaganda. Like me, she was a disciple studying to enter the Order of the Long Death. We often trained together in anticipation of our initiation. I will not describe our initiation rituals to you, Violet, but the Silent Lord claims many who undertake them. Only the few who survive, as I did, are welcomed into the Order of the Long Death. My voice is very gruff, and it hurts me. But Alaganda could not bear to face her own mortality. On the morning of her initiation, she fled, breaking the vow she swore when she first joined the Order. And you followed her here. I did not follow right away. The ravages of the ritual left me broken and weak. But when I recovered, my instructor came to me and told me what I must do. Alaganda has denied the Silent Lord that which is rightfully his. For this she must die. And because I am the lone survival of the most recent initiation, I am the one given the privilege of killing her. If I am ever to advance further in the Order of the Long Death, I must bring back proof of Alaganda's death to my masters. Proof? What kind of proof? Alaganda always wears a forged silver ring embossed with the crest of her family, a soaring falcon against the full moon. After wearing it for so many years, the ring will not fit over her finger, and she would never willingly remove the ring while she lives in any case. The Silent Lord has many tools to reap his harvest. Alaganda may have succumbed to the plague or other misfortune. But I will search the city until I either kill her or find the ring that proves she is already dead. I'll help you find and kill Alaganda, or at least help you find her ring. I will not rest until I find the ring that proves Alaganda has been taken by the Silent Lord, though I know my chances of success are few. If I find it, I'll let you know. Thank you, Violet, but for now we must return to the task at hand. The Silent Lord's hunger must be fed with a constant supply of new victims. I thought that was a good idea when I started doing the voice. Grimnaw finished his tale, mentioning that the real reason he's in Neverwinter is that he's seeking an apprentice of the Order who fled her initiation. Her name is Alaganda, and Grimnaw needs a ring she wears that bears a falcon crest to prove her death. Tommy!
I figured they'd drag you.
Yes. Level up. I'm always useful. Seeing as I've gained a bit of skill, though, let me sit down for a moment, then I can show you what I can do now.
Eh? What can Tommy do for you?
Just want to talk. Continue your story. Oh, fine, fine. Picture this then, milady. There I was, lying in the arms of my human sweetie, completely unaware my angry patroness was on her way. I was also unaware that at the same time my sweetie's father, the vizier, had been tipped off to my presence by an old rival of mine. Both the wizard and the Medusa were descending on the tower determined to kill me, and I was contentedly asleep in the hay, naked as a jaybird. Well, that can't have been good. Yes, well, being naked in the hay can leave you pick the straw out of your... Oh, you probably mean the coming to kill me thing. No, that wasn't good. So I'm lying there, with my big smile, Suddenly, BAM! The door to the loft flies open, and there's the great vizier full of rage. So he caught you with his daughter? Did you defend her honor? Oh, no, I'd already taken her virtue, and I wasn't aware of any honor, milady. No, I hid behind her and screamed in terror like a banshee. Not the most heroic picture, I'll admit. I darted through his legs and fled naked into the streets. Before I knew it, the vizier was chasing me through half the city, firing off lightning bolts and curses at a rapid pace. My patroness was also a bit miffed to see us breeze past her, and she too took up the chase. Her fury grew and grew as we stayed ahead of her. I ran for all I was worth, but bugger me if that wizard couldn't move those skinny little legs of his. The Medusa finally found him throttling me angrily atop the largest building in the Market Saban. What happened then? Well, my patroness was mad enough that she was determined to be the one to murder me first. She and the vizier yanked me between them like some tug-of-war, and all I could do was gurgle helplessly. They shouted threats and screamed at each other until the Medusa lifted her veil. The vizier saw this and launched himself at her, casting a deadly spell as he flew. He hit her squarely, and they both flew over the edge of the rooftop. Would have been gladly rid of them, but alas, poor Tommy was catapulted right along with them. We hit 3 canopies on the way down and finally landed in the middle of the market. The vizier's spell had worked and the Medusa was dead, but not before he'd been turned into a statue. A broken statue by that time. There I sat, naked and stunned, but otherwise unhurt. And this made you famous. Well, sure, milady. The crowd assumed I'd killed a powerful Medusa and a famous wizard. Bare-handed, no less. I was in no condition to argue. Word spread rapidly, of course. The story grew. You wouldn't believe some versions I've heard. Sadly, the constabulary believed them. I was a wanted man for murdering the vizier. Good for my reputation, perhaps bad for me health. His daughter wasn't too impressed either. She was angry at you for killing her father? You'd think so, but no, she just didn't want to shack up with a wanted halfling. I had to prove me innocence. That's why I decided to come to Neverwinter. One of my oldest friends lives here and is a forgery master. I was hoping he'd make some documents to clear my name in Calimport. Sadly, I suspect Bellman's fallen victim to the plague. Can't find him anywhere. So, that means no evidence and no marriage for poor little Tommy. Tommy's tale. Tommy finished his tale of his life in Calimsham, mentioning that he had come to Neverwinter originally in search of an old friend that was willing to forge some documents for him. Tommy fears his friend might be dead, but hopes to locate the documents somewhere in the city. Perhaps he'll find your friend yet. Oh, who cares about him? I just want those documents. Maybe he finished them before he croaked. I can only hope. There it is. Official document. Are these the documents you're talking about? What? You're kidding, right? Let me see that. Hayden, Lord Friedling, Halfling. Yep, that's my old moniker. It really is Bellman's work after all. Just my luck that it would be his crappiest work ever. I'd be laughed out of Calimport if I tried to use this. Well, that's life. Saida had the biggest buck teeth anyway. Don't know what I was thinking. I suppose I should thank you for saving me the effort, milady. Come to think of it, here, let me give you this in return. It was a ring that the vizier wore that I, managed to slip off his finger before he got stoned. Thank you, Tommy. Yeah, well, the vizier seemed to value it. Said it had great magic in it, but it never did nothing for me. Maybe it'll bring you luck. At any rate, I don't have to worry about finding stupid Belmar anymore. I would have had to kill him for being an idiot anyway. Let's just keep on with your quest, milady, aye? Pleased with that the documents were found, Tommy gave you a ring. Note, it is possible to be upgraded in the future. I really like Tommy's ring. Oh, this can, there's open space now, so this can, no, there's not open space. Never mind, I lied to you. Ring of the road. We are a road. Dex +1, disabled trap, open lock. Yoink.
You're back. So you must...
Yep, join with me.
Is there something you...
Level up. Yeah, you really change your outfit.
Is there something you need?
Talk. I want you to continue your story. I told you earlier, I came to Neverwinter to study the Wailing Death, Violet. But there was another reason I came as well. Given all that has happened, it seems rather unimportant now. But you did ask me, so I must conclude you are interested in my motivations. I've come to Neverwinter in search of bread. Bread? I know how foolish this sounds, but I have heard tales of a special type of bread, found only here in Neverwinter. Leaven bread, they call it. It is said that the loaf stays fresh for months, and that it will never go stale or moldy. Okay, for months and never are two different time lengths. I was hoping that when I came to Neverwinter, I could find someone to teach me the secret of making this wondrous leaven bread. If we could determine the agents to keep the bread from spoiling, I think the principles could be applied to any number of other uses. With a little research, this discovery could mean so much more than simple bread. But you haven't found anyone to give you the recipe yet? I looked for some time when I first arrived in the city, but it seems the secret is known only to a few master bakers, and unfortunately, they have all been claimed by the plague. Bodyneck finished his tale, mentioning that one of his reasons he came to Neverwinter was to seek a recipe for leaven bread, supposedly known only to a few master bakers. I suppose someone still has a copy of the recipe somewhere, but the more I witnessed death and suffering in this place, the less important discovering leaven bread became. I believe the discovery of leaven bread recipe could have far-reaching benefits, and I would like to be able to someday bring a copy back to my home of Lantern. I know your mission is more important. I will not let my scientific curiosity get in the way of your work. I happen to have a recipe for leaven bread right here. You do? This is wonderful. Yes, this is exactly what I need. I have no gold or treasure to reward you, but there is one thing I can offer. A small token, perhaps, but it is all I have. Before I left Lantern, I was given this ring by my master Porphyro. He says it embodies the essence of my discovery and my quest for knowledge. Because you have helped me in discovering the miracle of this leaven bread, I feel you have earned your right to wear the ring. Thank you, Bodyneck. The ring comes from the island of Lantern, island of discovery and invention. It has the power to grant insight to its wearer. I regret there is nothing else I can give you, Violet, but once more I thank you for what you've done. But we should return our attention to greater matters now and resume your mission. Erebeth is counting on you. The recipe for leaven bread found. Bodyneck was greatly pleased and gifted you with a magic item. What does the Lanternese ring do? Charisma and regeneration plus. The regeneration's nice. But I like the lore plus 5 and the ring of the rogue better. So we're gonna hang on to the ring, because you can upgrade it, so there's no reason not to hold on to it. But we're gonna not keep it. Not wear it, that is. Alright, Dalen.
Yes.
Want to talk? Continue your story. I suppose you deserve to know the rest of the story, Violet. I have kept this weight heavy upon my heart, but we are in this together. We are both warriors, after all. If I cannot turn to my sister in arms for aid, who in this world can I count on? There is something troubling me, Violet. My quest to prove my worth as an Uthgard warrior has not yet begun, and already I fear I have failed. Failed? How? I am not the first Red Tiger warrior to be exiled in this way, though most who undertake a vision quest do so as punishment for committing some crime or transgression against the tribe. When the warrior is sent from the tribe, he is given a special talisman. This talisman must remain by his side, for its magic brings the visions, and the visions illuminate his quest. My talisman was a simple brooch, worn by my mother, one of sentimental and spiritual value. Alas, I fear my quest will never complete now, as the talisman, the key to my visions, is lost. Lost. It happened shortly after I started work at the docks. I tried to keep a vigilant guard over the talisman, but the district is crawling with pickpockets and cut purses. Ever since it was stolen, I have sought out the brooch. But how can one locate such an object? It is unique, but of little monetary value. It may be that the thief who stole it threw it away when he realized how little it was worth. That was partly the reason I stayed so long on the docks, hoping that I might somehow discover the brooch. I am certain it is somewhere in the docks district, even now, if it was not burned on the bonfires of the plague corpses. Don't worry, Dalen, we'll find your brooch somehow. I know I shall probably never find my mother's brooch again, Violet, but I shall not give up hope. Without it, my vision quest will never be revealed to me. If I find it, I'll let you know. Thank you, Violet, but for now we should return to the task at hand. Erebeth is counting on you. Dalen finished his tale, mentioning that he seeks an important talisman, a brooch that belonged to his mother. It is of little real value, except to him. Excellent. Alright, so that's done. Back to the Beggar's Nest. Oh, my throat. I love this game. There's nothing about this game that I don't like. I absolutely adore this game. I can play it constantly. Play it over and over again and still be happy. This Let's Play is murder on my throat. Go through the damn door. There's so much reading. I can't wait till we get to Hordes of the Underdark when I got Valen with me. Valen, who is, fully voice acted. Oh, look, a chest. Oh, look, a note. A wall at arm's length. I wonder if a wall at arm's length would be a shield. Yes, it is. Oh, it's the mummy. Hey, we both succeeded our fear saves. Dalen has a really shitty, terrible will, so he is particularly susceptible to fear. I am diseased, that's the problem now. I'd like to kill the mummy before the disease does anything bad to me. I really would. It's near death, though, so Dalen's probably gonna get it. Yeah, Dalen's gonna take this thing. I'm not hitting it hard enough to do any damage. It's got damage resistance. Yep, Dalen got it. Please, please, please allow me to heal myself. Thank you. Mummy did not drop anything. Please disable this. Fuck. Please disable this trap. The Ancient Chronicles of Halloweth Never. This age tome details the latter life of Halloweth Never and the trials that he overcame to found the city of Neverwinter. Much of it is written in an archaic script that will likely take Tyrian scholars years to decipher. Sweet. That is most definitely a quest item, so we will put that away in our quest tab. Right where the shield was. Now then, let's go. Into the Warrens of the Damned.
You thought to use me, to sacrifice for a spell. I have used you to free myself.
The catacombs beneath the Great Graveyard have been entered, and ahead is the lair of Gulnan, the creature that apparently infiltrated and manipulated the Beggar's Nest citizens to form an army of undead. The path from the Sword Coast Boys' warehouse has been thoroughly explored, leading to the discovery of a lair beneath. Likely, it is from there, in the Warrens of the Damned, that Gulnan is creating and guiding her army of undead. The infestation she's unleashed on the Beggar's Nest must be stopped. Anything fun here? No, it doesn't look it. We should save. We haven't saved in a long time. Is this... Yeah. I don't like this. This feels like there's gonna be traps all over the floor. Oh, ghouls. Great.
Feel my sting!
Great, I love ghouls. Got some corpses over here. Ooh, got a lot of corpses over here. Don't care about that. Can't sell that, because they're a bit bugged. Take that. Take that. Take that. There's a bag. Ooh, amulet of natural armor. I don't currently have an amulet. AC 19, bitches. I just got harder to hit. In case you are Dungeons & Dragons illiterate, which some people are, the nat 19 there is what the computer has to roll to hit me. And since it's rolling a 20-sided die, then it just got real hard to hit me. Not impossible, but harder. I'm used to explaining what D&D words mean, because much of my family and friends don't play it, and don't know anything about it, but I can't stop myself talking.
Join my legion of dead. I have seen the visions. The scaled ones will rule here. I will overrun.
By Cyric, oh, it's Jared. We've heard his name before. Ooh, restoration. Yoink. I'm definitely saving that. We're not opening this gate for you because then you run off.
What?
By the black sun, how could she fell me? The snake gods are pitiful. Beneath the notice of mighty Cyric. Relax, I'll help you, but I have some questions. Questions? Oh, certainly. After all, what else am I doing? Just languishing here while my flock are taken to the altar of a worm! A scaled worm! Who are you? Who am I? I'm a follower of the great god Cyric. I am a servant of the coming day of the dark sun. I am his will. I am Jared. And I'm also caged like so many worthless enemies of the Prince of Lies that I put to their end. My flock are usurped, but I shall not bow. I shall not bend. Cyric shall cede my freedom. Scaled worm, what do you mean? Treacherous snake woman, it calls itself Gulnin. I call it usurper. Cyric, why was she able to defeat me? I follow the word. What do you think this Gulnin is? I suppose you mean physically? Yanti. Snake beast wench. Dead if I get my hands on her. I'll make boots from her flanks. Where is she? In the crypts. She's using the undead. An army of corpses. I would be impressed if it was me doing it! Back to my other questions. Did I? Oh, yeah, I did. Back to my other question. How do you end up in here? I was usurped, if you must know. She corrupted the weakest of my flock, and now the rest follow or join her legions of undead. I am to be gutted upon her altar. Me! It's not right. Jared of Cyric does the gutting, not some scaled worm. You would defeat her if released. She already beat you. I wasn't ready! She was sneaky. She was supposed to be weak. She's a scaled worm, damn it! Where did she get such power? What god does she sacrifice to? What, indeed? Not the god of her pathetic people, whatever name such a whelp goes by. Cyric would not have allowed this defeat. She cheats! She's got some power on her side, one that dares ignore my true calling, one that abuses the focus I created. Focus, what do you mean? Ugh. If you dared beg this knowledge at any other time, I would skin you alive. It's not for outsiders to know. But I will not allow her to keep it, even if it means some pawn like you taking it from her. It is a tool, a darkly magic stone. It makes the flesh of the dead useful for things. Take it from her. It is mine by right. It is pledged to Cyric, not her false lord, whatever it is. I'm leaving. What should I do about you, Well, imbecile, you should fear the will of Cyric and appease him. Release his loyal servant, so my dark work in his name continues. Really, you should let me out. Such an action will speak well of you and guarantee a swift, merciful death when my lord rules us all. Oh, what the hell. I'll see what I can do. Yes, I shall rebuild the grand and glorious cable of Cyric I have so long planned to unleash upon the city in its weakest moments. What I mean, of course, is that the followers of Cyric will aid the city as best they can. Yes. Yes, of course they will. Let me out. Do it. Okay. I'll do it. I had fun with that. Free! The will of Cyric shall descend upon this weakened city like some suitable metaphor I'll think of later. Oh yes, fear my coming retort. Goodbye. Bye, Jared. I had fun with that. I enjoyed reading Jared there. That was really entertaining for me. Chest, are you a trap chest? You might be. We'll save. Nope, not trapped. Oh, no room for it, but in the slot. In service of Cyric. Excerpt. Cyric, why have you allowed me to be so weak? That conniving Yuan-ti wench has taken our beloved focus. The altar that I constructed to show your glory. The glory of the dark sun. Now she kills what few loyalists I have left and raises them as the undead with its power. Great Prince of Lies, I must smash the focus before her army grows too great with its misuse. How dare she drag it to the depths of the Warrens? How dare she waste its potential in Plague Dead? Her scales will be plucked one by one. I will rend! It appears that whatever writing implement Jared was using broke at this point. Great. Awesome. Wonderful. I like Jared. Jared's fun to read. If you open the cage for him, he just runs away and you don't get to talk to him. And I forget that most of the time when I play this game, I forget about that fact. Anything fun in here? No, but a lot of chests. A lot of chests. I don't trust anything that isn't locked. You're locked. You're locked. Aha! Aha! You see, I don't trust anything that is not locked. I know for a fact that this one is locked. That this one's trapped. 17? 17 and a heavy crossbow. 15 and a malachite. Ooh. Yeah, magic bag! I want it. Ancient key and crumpled note. This note is disjointed and sloppy, as though the author wrote it after suddenly waking from a deep sleep. Excerpt. I have gained much since the academy was attacked. I did not see who freed me, and I don't care. Strength has come to me strangely. Quickly. There is definitely some greater power at work in Neverwinter, and it favors me this day. I've seen it in the dreams. I see the eye. I don't know what it means, but I know this. If the Neverwinters want me for their cure, they can carve my contribution from my corpse. So saith Gulnan. Okay. Open the magic bag, and let's start filling some of this stuff in. There we go. And Sharwin's contract can go up there. No. We'll save that. Oh, shit. What'd I do? I did something I didn't want to do. No, we'll keep those out because we'll need them. Put these in here. Put the gauntlet pass in there. Put the logbook. The zoo key. The scented fetish can go up there. And in service to Gulnan can go up there. And then we'll just fill this area in. Close that, and we'll put the magic bag down here. That's all stuff we don't need to touch again, so we'll leave that. Crumpled note can go down here. Ooh, Gulnan's journal. Excerpt. The sheep of Cyric fell swiftly. Fools. And to think their pathetic leader Jared was going to smash the altar and keep its power from me. Maybe I should just kill him. It would quell the last of his followers, although they already seek to appease me. My own sect of snake worshippers. How amusing. Soon I won't need to cower in the Warrens with their precious necromantic focus. It's an interesting device, I will grant Jared that. I have used it to create an army of undead, and have learnt more about it each time I link with its power. Its pillar-like appearance disguises how fragile it truly is, and despite its power, I must constantly watch that my undead servants don't inadvertently damage it with their clumsy flailing. Aha! I found it. Found the trap. Success not possible. I was afraid of that. Oh, I'm so close for success to being possible, though. Alright, so we're gonna save. We're gonna... I'm sorry that that happened to you, Dalen. Sash is shimmering, spell resistance 12. I like the belt we've got better. We're gonna need to rest because I've just accidentally almost killed Dalen, which is fine. Alright, so this room is taken care of. You know what? The fact that we had to talk to all of our henchmen to get the rest of the story might actually have, oh, there's shit here. Have pushed us to the hour. I was hopeful that it wouldn't, but... Oh, shit. Yeah, we'll just loot, Dalen. You can take care of that. Alright, I believe this is the only way into the room. So we'll come back and do these rooms here later. We're gonna loop around first. Because I am a huge fan of map filling and 100%ing. And killing everything for all the experience I can get. Oh, I didn't kill it. I mean, I couldn't take advantage of the Great Cleave anyway, since it was the only thing left. Oh, I long for the day where I get to take full advantage of the Great Cleave and y'all get to see how good it is. Zombie.
Plague weakens you, but strengthens my army. It is a blessing, a gift. You cannot imagine.
Alright. I'm walking very slowly. It's cast a spell on me. A zombie that can cast spells, that's scary. Dalen's getting a little bit fucked up. Alright, whatever that spell was is gone. So there's that. Oh, we got rid of his stone skin, so now he's gonna just go down like a sack of hammers. We'll see. Oh, his spells on us have worn off. So we're just gonna fuck him up now, honestly. Dalen is getting a little bit fucked up, but that's alright. He's just gotta just survive for like a couple more turns. Yeah, he's fine. Ooh, Potion of Clarity. We are definitely keeping that. We are going to need that Potion of Clarity. We're gonna need as many of those as we can get our hands on. Because Mr. Scared of Everything over here is completely useless against dragons. Yep, I said dragons. We're gonna rest right here next to this chest in hopes of... oh, fuck. Alright, well, we'll move on. We'll save, and then we'll click it. Never mind, it wasn't even locked. Fortitude, improved fortitude saves +1. How often does the game roll for fortitude saves, though? In actual 3.5, I would arrow the vampire. I just know what that is by its shape. I've played this game too many times. Just know what it is by its shape. When I used to play Dungeons & Dragons 3.5, my DM would constantly punish you for everything. And Fortitude was a very, very useful thing. So I would play that, I would use one of those in normal D&D, but here I'm not sure of the use of it. You'd say, like, I climb up onto the roof, and if you failed your roll, you fell off and had to make a Fortitude save. Which, you know, is fair, but... My god, he
I will
was
not be defeated!
ruthless.
Scales will rule. Incredible and beyond even Mershok.
Alright, well, I missed most of that. Hopefully you guys can still hear it. I shut up on purpose so that, you had a chance at hearing her. I need to get rid of this disease. It worked. Let's rest for poor Dalen. There we go. Dalen's fine. Ooh, a floor spar. 1 gold. Clarity. Charm person or animal. Zombies. More zombies. Never mind, Dalen got that.
Come, you must, but you will die. The visions cannot lie. I see the coming of the Eye. The Eye.
We've heard the Eye mentioned a couple times already. In this episode, we've heard the Eye mentioned a few times. And I see that trap with my eyes. Oh, good.
Feel my
More are dead. Oh, Corpse of Tauren! Ancient key? I think we already have an ancient key. We do have an ancient key. Yes, we do. But we'll take the Tauren's ring. And we'll put Tauren's ring up here. And we'll put the ancient key here. Ah, Tauren. Oh shit. More arrows of the vampire. The body of Gemini's brother Tauren was found beneath the cultist's estate in the Beggar's Nest. He was apparently outlived whatever use the cult and its new master had for him. There was a ring on the corpse Gemini would probably like to have returned. Probably would like to have that returned. Oh no, we looted those corpses already. What we didn't loot was over here. Alright, let's drop those on our stack. Ooh, thank you. And I think the ancient key might let us into this door. So let's go in this door. It does indeed. Ah, this is the room where everything's trapped. Sarcophagus is not trapped. Well, the sarcophagus is not locked. I'm sorry. It might be trapped. I think it's trapped. I'm pretty sure it's trapped. We know for a fact that those chests are trapped, and I think the one in the middle is also trapped, so it's a little curious that I haven't found the trap yet. Oh, yeah, it is. Never mind. Found it just now. Oh, no, this isn't trapped. This just lets the mummy out. That's what it does. Yeah, there's a mummy in there, and the mummy will come out and attack us if we look in there. That's what happens. Ooh, half
Could you
plate.
pile a little more stuff on me?
No, but I can plop you in that half plate. 20 AC. Alright, let's do it. Let's save and let's open the sarcophagus. Armor of Comfort. Heavy armor that only weighs 9 pounds. Plus 2 AC, heal +2, and weight reduction 20% of the weight.
Could you pile a little more stuff on me?
Rage of the Red Tiger!
Oh,
Unleash!
there it is. There's that famous barbarian fear. Alright, let me check this real fast. Is this gonna be... I can't equip armor during combat. Alright. We are fighting over its own sarcophagus. Alright, mummies have damage absorption. And damage immunity. I don't think I can actually hit this thing hard enough to damage it. I didn't on the other mummy. So I'm really gonna need... Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. I'm gonna need Dalen to get his shit together. Thank you for that, Dalen. I love it when you get your shit together. So basically what's happening here is that I am drawing fire while Dalen beats the shit out of it because he can hit it much harder than I can. Like, look at that. Dalen is hitting it every single turn. I've not hit it once. And now I'm diseased. Alright, so now that we're not in combat, put that on. Come on. That's better AC as well. Oh, there's nothing about this that's bad. There is 0 things about this that is bad. Heal me from this disease. Now let us go back and sell some things to Arabat because there's some badness here. I mean, look at how slow I'm moving. You know what? Let's just go to this corner right here. I'm pretty sure we can reach her from this corner. No! Just go to the corner. That's all I want. I've done it before where I've managed to wedge myself in that corner and talk to her. And just, like, throw stuff at her. Come on!
Welcome back. You have done a great...
Thank you. I require temple services. So all that stuff, but keep the potion of clarity. I don't want any of this.
Could you pile a little more stuff on me?
There we go. We're down a weight category. Keep the torch. Was this the armor I was wearing before? 45 pounds. This stuff armor's 8 pounds. And I think it's heavy, and it is heavy armor as well. Look at that, we're down to 50 pounds. Just 50 pounds of crap. That's fucking awesome. Now, we did get a piece of the, Never Tombs. So, let's talk to Olaf.
Greetings to you again. It is good to see you return to this house of Tyr.
I hope there's been some progress with the search for Halloweth Never's tomb. It would raise the spirits of the city. I've got an artifact from one of the tombs. You do? Wonderful. Please tell me what it is you have found. Describe the recovery of the ancient chronicles of Never. An excellent find. Neverwinter will benefit from learning about its auspicious origins. Perhaps we can find historical precedents for the plague as well. As I said, you are to be rewarded. Here, take this 200 gold. It's not much, but there is more to come. Your efforts are appreciated. A light has been cast on Halloweth Never and his life, but there's still more to find. There are further artifacts of his travels. Return to me when you find them. I shall reward you fairly, plus more when they are all recovered. I shall return if I find more. Tyr guide you to justice. Oh, and that shifted our alignment 3 points towards good. One of the artifacts from Lord Never's tomb has been returned to Judge Olaf in the Halls of Justice. According to the excavator's journal found in one of the early tombs, another 2 artifacts are believed to still be undiscovered. Oh, henchman is also... Alright, great. Alright, let's go back. Now that we're in our awesome armor, let's go back. Enter portal. To the Warrens of the Damned. Alright, we'll just go around. We do have to run all the way around again, but that's alright. We gotta get back around. We got these 4 rooms here on the sides. And then this door leads to one giant room in the center. Which is where Gulnan is waiting for us. We searched that already. Just run on through. And we'll get back around. And then we can clear all the quests in Beggar's Nest and return to Lady Arabeth. And good things will happen. That's what's happening next. We'll start with this door. I believe there is a helmed horror in all of these, guarding an untrapped sarcophagus. Animated armor. That was close. And they ain't got shit. Oh yeah, locked but untrapped. Bows, gold. Where's the enemy? Oh, it's right in front of me. Dalen's got it. Drop any remains? It didn't actually. Ooh! Cure critical wounds. Thank you. More bolts of frostbite.
Your blood shall spill.
Okay, so it has more than 11 health. Drop any remains? Nope. Just copper necklace. Ooh, an adventuring. Oh, you're stuck in that corner, buddy. That's a bad place for you. Fucking bye. Ooh, failure. Oh, right. We're still in combat. Drop remains? I can't see. It did not. Cure moderate. That's alright. Ooh, another heavy crossbow. We got plenty of room left. Save game. Alright, let's go. Let's linger by the entrance. We want to linger by the entrance and kill all of the undead before Gulnan finds out that we're here. Because Gulnan is a hard fight, and she's made a lot harder with all these extra targets. So we're gonna lure the undead to us, and then go fight Gulnan, who is up here, on this tower here. She's right in here. Oh, Dalen, every time you step further into the room, I get a bit worried. We are surrounded by weak zombies, so this would be a great place for my Great Cleave. Oh, I didn't kill him. Kill him! Great Cleave! Great Cleave! Great Cleave! Aw. That's why I got Great Cleave. Come on!
The rage of the red tiger unleashed!
Oh, did Dalen get that? I think Dalen got that. Oh, this wraith is kicking my ass. Come on, kill it so I can Great Cleave. Dalen got it. Alright, great. Let's move away and rest for a moment before we go and take on Gulman. She must have noticed that all her undead are gone now, but she didn't do anything about it, so we're gonna take advantage of it. Because I have fought this fight before, trying to fight Gulman with all the undead around her. And let me tell you, it's actually, you know what? She's a spellcaster. So I have a nasty habit when I play these games to accidentally quick save while they're in the middle of casting a spell, which then kills me. So the quick save is a constant loop of my own death. So we're gonna regular save so that we can keep saving, and if we royally fuck up like that, we don't have to start the whole day over. The Water Davian Yanti appears cold and reptilian, appropriately enough. She looks well armored and armed, and not at all friendly, and determines not to be captured. Alright. She is injured, though, and now badly wounded. I guess she can't stand up to me and Dalen.
Visions cannot lie.
Oh, you healing shit. God damn it, Gulman. Your blood is green. Stop doing that. Come on, Gulman. Ooh, yeah. Yep, spells like that is why I... He did get a crit off on her though, so we're gonna save again. Because she might be running out of spell slots for that healing as well. Near death. Alright, well, Dalen, you appear a bit diseased. There you go. Scimitar +1, special holy water. The bowl in it, this bowl has an amount of holy water. Alright, not quite sure what to do with that, but I will take it and sell it. Can this not do anything? No, this can't do anything. Yanti heart. Yeah, we did it. Alright, shove the Yanti heart in there. Oh, completed. Gulman has been destroyed. The snake cult will worship her no more. Gulman has been destroyed. She will torment the Sword Coast boys no longer. Gulman has been destroyed. She was a Yanti and one of the Water Davian creatures imported as a part of a magical attempt to cure the Wailing Death. Her heart will need to be brought to Erebeth, and the officials in the Beggar's Nest will certainly want to be told of this. However, I believe there's also a crystal to worry about. Yes, there is. No, there isn't. I thought there was something for me to smash, but alright. Alright, you're probably trapped, but we're gonna click on you anyway. Oh, you're not trapped. Shimmering Sash? Yep, Sash is shimmering. You're probably trapped. Save. Nope. Longsword +1. Alright, great. So what do we still have to turn in? Missing brother. So if that's all we have left to turn in, so we need to go talk to Gemini, and we need to talk to what's-his-face in the tavern, the Shining Serpent Tavern. And then we can walk back to Erebeth. So this episode did manage to drag out, but to be fair, there was only really 3 areas that we still had to do. For this area, we didn't need to go back and talk to the henchmen. So to complete this section, we just needed to go through the strange house. We needed to go through the crypts, the great graveyard, and now these warrens of the damned, and the Temple of Tyr. So we only had 5 screens we needed to look at before we were done. So I thought we'd get through this in a timely fashion, but we did have to talk to all the henchmen to get their quests, so get through the next stage of their quests. Daylins is actually one of my favorite items. Oh look, it's daytime! I know it was just the passage of time, but it seems like everything's lighter now. Oh, sure, there's usually a crystal there to be smashed, so I don't know what happened. Gemini is there. In that barricaded home. It sounds like there's still some chaos, but that's alright. Chaos will right itself in time.
Hi there.
Well, at least the zombies have stopped. Do you know anything about that? I'm worried for my brother. He was mixed up in some cult. I'd just like to know where he is. Torin has never been gone this long. If you happen by the estate to the northwest, well, this is my problem. I found this ring in the cult hideout. Recognize it? That was my brother's. He always had it with him. He's dead. I know it. I don't have much to give you. Just keep the ring. It reminds me of how he died, not his life. Farewell then. But, Gemini, we have a problem here. I never looted that. But here's the problem. Oh wait, did he give it back to me? He did give it back to me. What does this ring do? This ring is little more than a simple metal band with a short inscription on the surface identifying the owner as Torin. There's also a message around the interior, naming the person that apparently gave the ring as a gift. Your brother, Gemini. Oh, that's sad. But here's the problem, Gemini. I don't want the stupid ring. Keep it. I don't want it. It doesn't do anything, and I can't sell it. Gemini's been told of his brother's death. He was understandably upset and would not be consoled. Oh, we are so low on quests, we can't even scroll anymore. That's nice. Alright, let's quickly go over to the Shining Serpent to tell the halfling what's going on. And then we'll go back to Erebeth. But we'll walk back so that we can tell the citizens that it's safe now. Was he a halfling? Yes, he was a halfling.
I knew you'd help us by Willikers Whiskers. I heard about what you did before and knew you'd take care of business.
If you found anything important in that mess, report it to Erebeth. She's keeping score or some such. I found the Waterdavian Yanti creature. It raised the zombies. A Yanti? The search for the cure must not be going well if they're willing to risk dealing with one of those. I have no information on what to do with it. You'd best take it to Erebeth. She'll want to look at it. Am I to be rewarded for my efforts? Fair enough. I know Erebeth is more keen on duty as its own reward. Me, I like coins. Here's 200 gold and a special sword of mine. Not much, I know, but still an interesting little trinket. Thanks. Farewell. Thank you. Be safe out there. 200 GP and a sword +1. Haberdashensmith has been told of the destruction of Gulden and the Waterdavian Yanti that caused the undead infestation in Beggar's Nest. Her heart is an important component in the spell that will hopefully cure the wailing death and should be delivered to Lady Erebeth as soon as possible. Alright, great. Let's go back to Lady Erebeth. Let's walk there. Like civilians. This area never fills in, which means that this area down here never fills in, and that makes me super sad. Oh well. You can't win them all. But I sure as hell try. Alright guys, good luck. Actually, wasn't there a guard? There was, Walters.
Hello to you. I hope the day finds you well. Looks like things are finally settling down in the Beggar's Nest. The undead are gone.
Things are pretty quiet here at the gate now that the threat to the area's gone. Saves the guards a little worry. Really? I don't get a reward for you? Urgus, I saved your guard. Don't know what's been happening, but the undead have dropped off completely. Not much for us to do here now. Don't even have to worry about my missing man. Walters made it back in one piece, thanks to you, if you had anything to do with that. I did. The plague is still a concern, of course, but there are things to be being done elsewhere for that. I just hope I don't get used to the stink of burning dead before we beat it. Ugh. It was a Yuan-ti named Golden who caused it all. A Yuan-ti? What the hell was one of those doing in Neverwinter? Wait, was that one of the Waterdavian beasts brought in? Damn them all! I knew we had a cure and all, but I lost good men to the zombie horde. Blast it, who let the snake beast loose? I better get some answers when I file my report. The Beggar's Nest should be fine now, bye! I should hope so. You took a big risk wandering around in there. Could have turned out much worse. Thank you for all your effort. Bye. Good luck to you wherever your duty takes you. Make sure you keep Erebeth the praise to what you found. Praised. Alright. Hey, Harris. You're good to go home.
Hello.
It's over. I mean, the plague is still going, but at least I can go home. The zombies in Beggar's Nest was just a nightmare I didn't need. Thank you. Lydia.
Hello there.
The zombies are all gone? I don't know what to say. I'm so happy to be able to go home. I mean, it's just the Beggar's Nest, but it's all I've got left. Now, there's some other people from Beggar's Nest that just kind of linger around. Yeah, we'll send them home if we come across them. Nyatar. Alrighty. Erebeth.
Welcome back. You have done a great thing in recovering the first of the reagents for us. It is but one small step towards our ultimate goal, but it gives me hope. And I know with your help, Neverwinter shall yet be saved.
Can you hear me? Thanks for that. I've recovered one of the reagents for the cure.
Well done. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
So you know all that zombie shit that was going on, right? So what happened was this Yuan-ti, who you said was the only one who needed to be killed for this, was really, really pissed off about that. So she ran to Beggar's Nest, went into this cult, usurped the leader, who found out that he had a crystal that was gonna raise the dead, so she took it over and started raising the undead of the plague victims. So I had to go in there, and I had to kill her and rip her heart out of her chest. Here you go. It's still warm.
I heard of the trouble in the Beggar's Nest. This malevolent thing was behind it, as if the plague was not enough. Where others have found only failure, you have discovered shining success. Neverwinter is in your debt. Battling the plague has drained the coffers of Neverwinter. I regret I cannot offer you more than 500 gold pieces for all you have accomplished.
Keep it for the plague victims.
Your charity and selflessness are an example to us all. I only wish more were as noble as you. Is there something else you need?
Need to talk to you.
Of course. I will do my best to help with whatever you need to know.
Do you have any information as to where the creatures might be?
There are many rumors, and I would not like to give you any false leads. However, there is something that seems reliable. The City Watch reports a near rebellion in the Black Lake District. The commoners claim the nobles have found a secret cure. Perhaps it is related to the creatures. But there is no guarantee the reports are accurate. The creatures could be in any one of the city districts. I shall leave it up to you where you want to take your search. Is there anything else?
Nope.
Farewell. May Tyr guide your steps.
Significant strides have been made in the fight against the Wailing Death and those behind it. 2 of the water-deviant creatures sent by Kelvin Aronson and lost in the attack on the Neverwinter Academy have been recovered and have been delivered to Lady Erebeth in the Hall of Justice. She awaits the return of... I scrolled and immediately lost where I am. She awaits the return of the 2 remaining beasts in the company of her lover, Abbot Fenthic Moss, and her peer, watched under the helm, Dester Indelaine. Once all have been found, the ritual to create the cure can commence. Find the 2 remaining water-deviant creatures and bring them back to Erebeth in any condition, dead or alive. Seek clues as to what caused the plague. A henchman would be helpful. Most of them are in the building called the Trade of Blades in the city core. Healing potions are invaluable. They can be found in any store. Great. Awesome. Well, that is all the time I have for today. I don't know how long we've been recording. It feels to me like it's been a while. Like more than an hour. So we're going to call it here. Next time we're going to go to Black Lake. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series as much as I am. I have been Rael, and I will see you next time. Bye!